Welcome to episode 12 of The Jersey Boys.
What's up, everybody? Ronnie A here with Joey the Rash Silva. Wow, that was awesome, wasn't it? Was this a boxing match?
The way I'm feeling right now, though, I couldn't get up and box. We're just chilling. We're just chilling down here in your basement on these very comfortable. What is this? I know it's like an L-shaped.
Velvet?
What is what is it? It's like
It's a sectional.
A sectional.
Sectional.
There you go. Sectional. Very comfortable.
This is one of the most laid back shows we've done yet.
Yeah, and I know the section that you're sitting in is the pullout.
That's the sleeper, baby.
The sleeper. So
the sleeper
I might
sofa.
kick you out of there, and I might be sleeping over your house tonight.
We bought the identical one down the shore. Identical.
Yeah.
Same one.
Oh, these are the best.
This way, when you come over, 5 on this. 2 over here, 1 over there, 1 on the chase.
There you go.
How you doing? It's nice.
I'm telling you.
So, Joey, episode 12.
Can't believe it.
12. Yeah, and Alex,
12
the
weeks,
producer,
right?
said it,
12
right?
weeks. So that's more than 2 months.
Yeah.
2 months and actually
it's the 12 episodes of the Jersey Boys.
3 months. We're in 3 months. That's right. 4 weeks in a month.
It's like Christmas, right?
Wow.
12 episodes of the Jersey Boys.
Okay.
Alex.
Okay.
Okay.
Not bad.
All right. What are you drinking tonight?
Jersey in the house. What can you say?
Yeah, a little crazy tonight. So let's just get out there right away. Everybody, don't forget to check us out on Podbean, Stitcher, iTunes, Google Play, everything else that you want to check us out on.
YouTube.
Watch the video
A
of
video of us, the Jersey Boys. The
right?
Tommy's
The
Taste of
Jersey
Italy. That was
Boys.
awesome, right?
Any calls, too, give us a call. We need to know what it is that you guys want us to talk about. Give us a call at 973-713-7165. 973. Oh, wait a minute. Did I just say the wrong number, Alex?
What are you giving, like your old
I did.
house
It's
number
actually,
or something?
Yeah, I don't know who's that. Is that like 8
I still remember my old home phone number from back in the day. 772-1502.
Dude, I got to tell you, I remember my old number, too. Bergenfield, 387-7386.
Right.
And again, those were before you had
No
the
area
whole area
codes.
code.
Right.
Alex, what's our phone number? 973-913-7165?
Sounds good.
It sounds good, but I tell you, I mean, I'm drawing a blank. I don't even know.
513.
513.
No, wait.
That ain't it, Alex. See, this is the best show ever right here. So, listen, this is what happens. This is what happens when your P's are not in order, Joe.
That's right.
Joe, what are the 5 P's?
Prior planning prevents piss poor performance.
Oh, that's the 6. That's the 6. That's
Keeping
when
it
we
clean.
took it to
The
another
5
level.
P's, take out the piss. So we are, a family show here. Keeping it
is.
clean.
This is why you got to spend time all the time putting everything in order. And when I'm doing it, Joey's always yelling at me. It's like, what are you doing over there? What are you doing over there?
I know. What are you
Right?
doing? What are you doing?
This
Just
is
get
the
into it.
planning part.
That's my,
someday I'll tell you guys what our phone number is. Until then, last week's.
Wait, oh, you got it?
Wow.
No, give the number now. You got
Now you want me to give the number?
Well, Alex just handed it to you, so make sure you.
Well,
read
here's
it
the
out.
cool thing.
Otherwise, we're going to
Here's
forget
the cool
about it.
thing.
We're going to forget.
This is what I said. I was very close. I was off by a digit, right?
That person is going to call.
I know. Don't call that last number. Disclaimer. This is what do you got? I feel like an old man. When you ask somebody, like you ask your dad, like, Dad, what's your cell phone number? And he's like, I don't know. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean you don't know your cell phone number, right?
A lot of people don't.
They don't. I don't call my number, they say. All right. 973-513-7165. 973-513-7165.
Beautiful.
Ronnie A was off by a digit. Happens to the best of us. All right? It does.
You're forgiven.
Thank you. Hey,
But
forgiveness.
the bottom line is everybody's got a call. Come on, call in. Tell your friends, your family, all about the Jersey Boys. Share it on social media, Facebook, Instagram, right? All that stuff.
Twitter.
Twitter.
Whatever you want to do.
Just tell people about it and share. Go in when you're in your Facebook account. Go to the Jersey Boys, and then there's a part somewhere, a section where you can, it says invite friends.
your friends.
Invite all your friends.
Sure.
Whether you have 50 friends or 5,000 friends, invite them to the Jersey Boys.
Have some fun with it. So, Joe, could I now do it? Last
ahead.
week's? Wow. All right, Joe. You want to spell it? You want me to spell it?
I can't spell
I
it.
love this.
SF. That's all I know.
SFOGLIATELLA.
Shviadel.
I love it. So hey, say it again, Joe.
Shviadel.
Yeah, see, I go a little different, right? Don't I?
Well, you can say Shviadel. You can say Shvoyadel.
I spell, yeah, Shvoyadel.
Shvoyadel.
I say even Shvoyadel. Yeah.
It depends.
Shvoy.
Yeah. Shviadel.
What is that?
I
Sounds
don't know.
Jewish.
It's a shvi. It's a
Sounds like
shvi.
right.
All I know is
Shvi.
it's very
Shvi.
tasty. Very tasty, and some of the best at Tommy's Taste of Italy. Off the charts.
Man.
Came right out of the oven. It was warm. Right? Oh.
Joey, that was amazing.
Yeah.
That was amazing. So, Shvayadel, go ahead, pick some up at Tommy's Taste Italy over there on McBride Ave in Woodland Park, which, by the way, I'm extremely happy to say, well, I hope everybody saw the quick Facebook Live, Joe, that me and you put out yesterday.
That was fun.
Another mini feast over there yesterday.
Tommy's
Met some
the
great
best.
people. Who did we meet over there yesterday? Tommy's cousin.
Yep.
Right?
Donato.
Mm-hmm.
And Anna.
Anna Maria. Good times. We're going to go visit them out in Long Island.
Yep.
When we do the pizza run. When Johnny VP is going to be with us. Alex, you do know that, right? Just keep that in mind. So, yeah, Johnny Valenti, here's your shout out. I know you always say, Ronnie, don't forget about me. I'm not forgetting about you, bro. When the pizza run
Never
happens,
forget about him.
You'll be there, brother.
No way. He's our brother.
And I'll tell you what we'll do is this, Joe. We'll do the pizza run, and then we'll go back to East Coast Athletics, and we'll train the next day. This way we could do the pizza run again, right? You got to work it all off.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Johnny. It's perfect for us.
Johnny VP.
Love you, kid. All right, everybody. Hang on. We're going to be right back with some reflections of 2017. So 2017, it was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
Yeah.
Right? Good and bad, right,
Good
Joe?
and bad. Good and bad, yeah.
A lot of events happened this year, and the most recent event is obviously the passing of Joey DeRash's pops.
Yep.
And Mr. Silva's been sick for pretty much his whole entire adult life.
Yep. Yeah,
And
thanks to the Korean War, he went to Korea, served his country, our country, was in a tent for 16 months.
That's sick.
So in the winter months, he was freezing cold and wet.
Mm-hmm.
In the summer and spring time of the year in Korea, it was always raining. So he was always damp. My dad said
Right.
the entire time he was in Korea, he was soaked. He was wet. And the tent that he lived in while there, the guy smoked like crazy. So he'd come into a tent where guys are smoking like crazy. When it was cold, they had like a pot-belly stove.
Right.
That, that smoke would come out of it. It was keeping him warm, but also all that smoke filled the tent. Yeah. So he was wet, damp, smoke all around him. And when he came back from Korea, shortly after that, he developed asthma.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've known I'm 50 years old now. So all 50 years of my life, I've always known my dad to have health issues. And it was so many times, even as a kid, I remember my dad being rushed to the hospital. He couldn't breathe. But it never, stopped him from going to work, getting up every day, doing what he needed to do. And then, he had prostate cancer back in 97, had that his prostate removed. Shortly after that, he developed a diabetic neuropathy because he had diabetes. He developed neuropathy, which is drop foot, where he started losing the ability to walk. So my dad started off with a cane, then eventually went to a wheelchair, lost the ability to walk. In the last year and a half, he was on 100% oxygen. Developed that COPD, again, breathing problems. Never smoked a day in his life, but I think it goes back to Korea. So then last Christmas, he went on hospice, home hospice. He stayed at home. He wasn't in a facility. He was at home. And we really thought we were going to lose my dad last Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
And, we went away Christmas week, and we were down in Virginia for a little bit visiting Mary Ann's parents, and then we went down to Florida, as you know, Ronnie.
That's right,
We showed
baby.
up down there at Disney.
Disney, baby.
And so we were like, all right, we're going to get a phone call. We might have to rush back home. But, he fooled us all. My dad was the strongest man I've ever met in my life. And, it was just December 7th, God called him home. But this past year, it was, 2017. I had lost my job. I have 24 years working with a company that, I dedicated a lot of my life to. And talk about loyalty. I was loyal to a company, and in the end, I learned a lot about what loyalty is all about.
Right.
But that was a big change. But with my dad, I had the ability to spend time with my dad, and that was a real blessing to be able to spend time with him and be around the family. But yeah, December 7th, he passed on, but I know where he's at. He's in heaven, and I know he is completely healed now. So doesn't have any more breathing problems, can walk, has great mobility. His blood pressure is great. He's perfect now.
That's right.
And that's
right.
that's what we know. When you have that faith, we believe that you're in heaven.
That's right.
And so that's where he's at. So yeah, 2017 for me, I mean, it's been very challenging, very difficult, but also very, very rewarding. I mean, spending that time with my dad, and Ron, because you experienced it. You know what it was
Absolutely,
like
man.
taking
Yeah.
care of my dad. My dad was completely incapable of getting around and doing things for himself, so we had to help him with everything, and I mean everything.
He means everything.
He means everything. I mean, for the listening audience out there, Ronnie and I were in the shower helping my dad, getting him cleaned up and everything. So Ronnie got thrown right into
Front
it one
row
time.
seats.
That was back in September.
And that was an honor.
Yeah, and that's
That
what
was
I'm
an
saying. I
honor.
mean, it was
Yeah.
just, our parents, they take care of us when we're young,
Yeah,
and then that role gets reversed at some point.
Absolutely.
You would hope that that our parents wouldn't be in that condition, and sometimes that happens. Sometimes you'll have parents that live a long life and they don't need the assistance like my dad did. But for those of us who have to deal with a parent or a child even that's ill or sick, it's an honor to be able to spend that time with them, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. It was the most gratifying time to be able to spend that time with my dad.
Absolutely.
And an honor. So,
Absolutely, bro. God bless you for that, man. Really.
and thanks for being there. Thanks for all the prayers for all the people out there who listen to our show, and family and friends. Just the prayers and the turnout from my dad last. I don't know what the date is here with this, but
For us live, it was last week, right?
Yeah, so last week, it would be last week. It was, we had the wake, the funeral, and Sunday, it took some people an hour. By the time they came into the funeral home to be able to get up to see my dad, in the casket, it was an hour.
Yeah, you don't get that a lot when
Yeah.
somebody's 80. What, that was at 85, right?
85,
Yeah.
85. He was a school teacher. He was involved in a lot of things in Clifton. So I think like half of Clifton was there. That's what it really felt like. And
Yeah.
then from all over the state, outside, from New York, from Pennsylvania, just family and friends. And then, beautiful ceremony on Monday at the funeral. My dad was a veteran, so they did the military style funeral where they
Yep.
had the playing of taps,
Yep.
and then the folding of the flag presented to my mother. So that was very very touching. And again, thanks for all the support from everybody out
That was
there.
awesome, man. That was awesome. So that's a personal reflection
Yeah.
of 2017. And a lot of other things happened in 2017. So let's see. We got a new president, didn't we, Joe?
Yes, we did.
The Donald Trump.
I didn't hear about that.
You didn't hear about that?
You didn't hear about
that? I mean, I know it's
never in the news.
no, it barely really makes the news
Yeah,
these
he's never in
days.
the news. He doesn't have a Twitter account either.
No, I don't think so.
We should
He
get some of his
probably tweet.
followers, right?
He should tweet
just
every
like
now and then.
1% of his followers on Twitter would be
even the ones who don't like him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There's just as many
Follow
of
the
them that
Jersey
do like him.
boys.
Unreal. But Donald Trump became 45th president. Pretty cool story on that. I was just watching a bunch of stuff or listening on the radio, and they were talking about Kurt Cobain from Nirvana was interviewed, and Kurt Cobain and Nirvana, you're talking about like what, 91 to 94 was 95. That was like his run, right, as a star. So he was interviewed, and they were talking about like, change that the country needs. And then right around 1992 or so, Kurt Cobain was quoted saying, the only way this country's ever going to get fixed is if somebody really crazy becomes president like Donald Trump.
Wow.
No joke,
Well,
dude.
he wanted to clean the
25
swamp, right?
years before it actually happened.
Yeah.
So, hey, Kurt Cobain knew something we didn't know.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, you got to, what do you say? Rock the boat a little bit,
That's it, man.
Clean
That's
house
it.
a little. So
Shake the trees.
shake the trees, and see what falls out.
And I tell you, man, this is we said this like at our first episode how we were going to talk about a whole bunch of different things. So let's just hit it a little bit. Look, I don't care if you like him or you don't like him. I really don't. I don't care, because the bottom line is he's the president.
Right.
He's your president, and so far he's done nothing that can make you say, he's got to be ousted. You got to get him out. Give the guy a shot.
Ronnie, the bottom line is everything he campaigned on, what he said he was going to do, that's what he's doing.
And shouldn't you like that? Like,
Well,
all right,
and
look,
at
I'm a
least
man
half
of my
of
word, I'm
America
gonna do
voted
it.
for him. So, we have to come together. We got to unite and stand behind the president. We did the same thing with Obama. A lot of us didn't, approve.
If you didn't like him,
Yeah,
he's still your
of
president.
some of his policies and some of his styles of doing things, but he's your president. You
Right.
get behind him, and then it's like, what it's like? It's like when you have a brother or sister that you fight with all the time, right? You fight with them all the time, and you could say some really bad things about them, but if someone else does it,
it's go time.
that's it. No, hey, that's my brother. That's my sister. You don't say anything about them.
Right.
So you're united when it comes to your
That's the
family.
way we should be
right?
about the
And that's what
president.
exactly. So come
I
on.
agree. He's
Yeah.
our president.
Absolutely.
He's our president. And let me tell you something. You want to talk economics? You want to talk finance? Hey, so far, so good.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, listen,
we've never seen it like this.
I wanted a person who knew how to run a business, and that's why I supported Trump. And I think having something different than what we've had, the same old, where it's just
political
so
correctness
political, and it's
garbage.
like, I do it this way because I'm a Republican. I do it this way because I'm a Democrat. No.
Do it 'cause
what's
you're human.
right.
That's
do what's
it.
right, and if you have to rock the boat a little bit, so be it.
I
so
agree.
let's
I
see
do. I
what
agree.
happens.
So I really hope we got another another bunch of years here with him to see things progress, for the right. And listen, is he going to do everything right?
No.
Come on. He's a human being. He's not. And there's going to be times where I'm going to wake up and I'm going to be pissed off at Donald Trump. And I'm like, come on, man, why did you do that?
Never put your
But
faith in man, right? You only
That's
put your
it.
faith in God. That's the number
Exactly.
one thing. So, but what
Exactly.
it calls for in the Bible says pray for your leaders. So you got to pray.
You do. You do. Why? He's a human being. He's going to make mistakes. If I was the president of the United States, there'd be a ton of people who liked me and a ton of people who hated me. And I'd make a lot of mistakes, and I would hope I would do a lot of good things.
Right.
Why? I'm human. It's the same thing. So anyway, man, Donald
Ronnie
Trump, 45th
A
president.
is human. Like we like to say in Jersey, human. We don't say human. We say human.
human.
Just like we don't say Houston. We say Houston.
Houston.
We don't say huge. We say huge.
Huge.
It's huge.
We don't say
We drop the
youths.
H.
We say youths.
Utes. And with you.
My cousin
I'm with you.
Vinny.
I'm with you. My cousin Vinny. Hey, I have a cousin Vinny. You have a cousin Vinny?
I don't even know if I have a cousin Vinny.
I got a cousin
Crazy
Vinny.
as that is.
Oh,
yeah.
there we go.
Got about 17 cousin Anthony's.
Yeah.
Maybe that adds up to a Vinny. I don't know.
I'm an Anthony.
Hey, so Vinny typically ties into an Italian thing. So pretty cool thing this year for 2017. You might like this. So Monteverdi. The Monteverdi Festival in Cremona, Italy, celebrated the 450th birthday of the Renaissance and the Baroque madrigal and the choral musical. pretty awesome, dude. 450 years. Just such rich history over there in Italy, bro. And then basically they have this event in Monteverde, which is his hometown, where he was, this I guess, massive composer or whatever, and it just goes on for like, I don't know if it's a week long or a month long. That'd be pretty cool to be a part of something like that, wouldn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean,
we should go do that.
Two places I want to visit. Portugal, specifically Madeira.
Yep.
And by the way, they have the best wine, right? I know, up for debate. And that's coming from a non-wine drinker. Although I like it a little. I like Tommy's.
How was Tommy's
Tommy's
wine,
off the
dude?
chart.
His father's.
Off the chart. Tommy's was the best. And then I want to go to Italy. Those two places. Everywhere else, I don't. I like to go to England, Ireland. That would be nice to go to England and Ireland, Scotland, France. But really, Portugal and Italy. I would love to go to those two places.
So, dude, when we hit retirement, that's it. We're gone. I'll see you later. See you, kids.
Do you want to go to Colombia?
Yourself.
I don't know. Alex, should we go to Colombia?
Alex, what do you think? Let's go have coffee. Alex, I'll meet you in the homeland for coffee. See? Look at him. See? He went, hey, went right into it. I love it, man. Other events this year. We'll go around the world first a little bit, and then we'll come back home. Brexit. Big event, Brexit, right? So Britain leaves the European Union, which obviously made crazy world news. When they left, they owed the European Union somewhere between $40 and $60 billion. And so now they're actually putting something together to pay that back.
Is that like when the Giants and Jets left New York and came to Jersey? I don't know.
So, very similar.
Yeah. So that's your comparison. I don't know.
Good comparison. But hey, look, Brexit affected global economics. You know what I mean? I mean, something like that happens. It's a world power. You're leaving the European Union, and
hey, everybody, Ronnie A is a history teacher.
Not at all, or an economics teacher. For that, we call in Kenny Freeman. We can do anything with finance.
Hey.
We're calling Kenny Freeman. Actually, I'll do anything with anything. I'll call Kenny Freeman.
Kenny.
Walking genius, my buddy.
There you go.
So there was also, with ISIS in 2014 with, how do you say that? That's Mosul? How do you say that? Mosul? So that was in June of 2014. When they came in, right? When President Obama called them the junior varsity.
Yeah.
Soon to realize, he said, oh, maybe they're not the JV. These guys are for real, and they were. So now this ISIS group comes into effect. But then all of a sudden, the other militants said, no more. No mas. And so they came in, and between the help of,
Is that
Britain,
Arabic?
U.S.
Spanish, Arabic.
Spanish, Arabic, no mas. So they came in, but that happened this year, actually. So they were liberated this year, right? So Mosul was liberated. And ironic, I think it was just about 3 years exactly. It was June of 2017. So pretty cool world event there. Couple things here on the home front, Joe. What happened here in the U.S.?
I know you have more written down over there. I don't know. Ton of things.
Yeah.
Ton of things.
Pick one up, man. We talked about it with Blyleven, Vegas, right?
Well, Vegas, all the terrorist stuff that's occurred, in the United States, which is horrible. And it seems like, we've become so numb to it. It's like, oh, another one happened again. With 9/11, I mean, the whole country, the whole world, but the whole country specifically was, especially around here, we were like, oh my goodness, we couldn't believe something like this would happen. And then unfortunately, in the last 16 years, it's been so much of this stuff, especially in the last couple of years. But it's a shame. I mean, we had Vegas, right? And we had Todd Blyleven, like you said, who was, our buddy who was on and talked about that. You had the New York situation. We had the guy who, in Jersey, who rented the truck at the Home Depot in Passaic.
Right.
And went into the city and went down the West Side Highway and what was it, 8 people he killed, and several people were injured. A dozen injured in the hospital. You had there was the Texas shooting.
Yep.
Right?
Church, right?
And how many,
What was that, November 5th?
That was November 5th, and you had from 5 years old up to I think 72 years of age. That was the age range of this
How do you do that, man?
psychotic person that goes into a church and starts shooting up people. I mean, this is just ridiculous. Crazy.
The world is a very different place today than it
It
was.
is. I mean, you can't- I mean, you
even
don't know
just
where to
20,
go. I
30
mean-
years ago.
And just last Monday, in New York again with the Port Authority.
Oh,
at
the failed
at
attempt.
terminal.
Thank
They
God.
had, the guy who attempted to, blow up, it was a pipe bomb or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
And thank God that it didn't happen, because there could have been dozens of people killed with that. So, we love going into New York, and you don't know where you'll be. You could be, walking through the streets. Some guy comes down the street, starts shooting. You could have a guy that blows himself up. It's just like, when is this going to stop?
Yeah, just ridiculous. It seems like it never stops, right?
No.
So, but that's why we try to keep it light here. Look, it does happen. We talk about it, but we do try to keep it light. So,
Well, hey, real quick. Speaking of peeking,
peeking. Look over there.
of keeping it light. What did Alex bring us here? What is this on the table,
Oh,
Alex?
yeah.
What do you got? Popcorn?
I said that at the 12th episode we were gonna have some cake, but we're gonna try to keep it lean and mean.
Lean and
right?
mean.
We're being lean and mean, right? So I got you guys some popcorn from a local popcorn place.
Popcorn. And what's the name of that place?
International popcorn. Ding ding.
Ding, ding, ding. Hey, little
International
plug for them.
popcorn.
And guess
in
what?
Totowa?
In Totowa, and I got a story about Totowa in a second.
Joey, what flavor you got over there?
I got the Italian almond cookie popcorn.
Italian almond cookie, and I got iced gunnel.
Nice.
Wow.
But that would be cannoli, because there's more than one popcorn in there.
There is.
There's more than one corn in
I
there.
got iced cannoli.
Yeah. But the funny
Joe,
thing
you
about
ever hear this place?
Yeah, you know why? Because when I was 15 years old, or 16, I worked there.
That's ridiculous.
I worked there. I was a junior in high school, I think, and me and a few of my buddies, we worked at that popcorn place.
Place
So-
must be good 35 years later.
I haven't
still
thought
kicking.
about it until you walked in the door tonight with the popcorn.
I wonder if it's the same owners.
I don't know.
Maybe it's the kids.
I gotta go visit.
Yeah.
They probably have like a big picture on the wall of me. Never let this guy back in here again. That's funny, right? But Totowa, I got a funny story about Totowa. Marianne moves up here, right? Marianne moves up here from Lynchburg, Virginia, and she gets a job at this. I can't remember what it was. Some company.
Making popcorn?
Not making popcorn, not at this company. Some other company. It was like a, what do you call when you get for the cars, leasing for the cars?
Leasing for the cars, like the F&I guys in the back?
Yeah, but they contact somebody and it's
Oh, you're right.
for like insurance. I don't know. Anyway,
Like a survey almost?
she was working like as doing clerical work or something, or secretarial work at this place in Totowa. Now, she comes from Lynchburg, Virginia. The phone rings one day, and she picks up the phone, and this person is asking for the address to her office. So she goes, it's easy. We're right off of 460 in Totowa. And the person on the other line is like, Totowa? I've never heard.
What's 460?
Yeah, what's 460?
That's in Lynchburg.
Right. Exactly. In Lynchburg, it's 460. So
Yeah.
she's thinking 460. No, it's 46 in Totowa. So somebody's sitting behind Mary and says, give me the phone. That's not how you say it. And had to tell the other person on the line, no, this is where we're at. This is the address off of 46 in Totowa. So that was...
She just landed here from Lynchburg.
And
she
she's-
just floated in like a butterfly.
But you know what? She's been living in Jersey longer than she's lived in Virginia and Texas. She was in Texas for a short time. She was born in Virginia, in Fairfax, Virginia. And then they moved to just outside of Dallas, Fort Worth area. And then they moved to Lynchburg in 1976. And then I met Marianne in December of 1989. So this time, how many years ago was that? That's
A lot.
32?
Yeah, 28.
28. There you go. So I'm saying 32. Jeez, I'm only 33. So yeah, met her in 1989, December of 1989. So, but she's been living in Jersey longer than she's lived in Virginia. But we still know, as much as we love Marianne,
She's
she
a
can't
Southern
be a
belle.
Jersey girl.
She's Southern
Can't
belle.
be a Jersey girl.
Let's go to sports, Joe, in 2017.
The Bombers, baby. The Bombers.
New York Yankees.
Aaron Judge.
Nobody expected that to happen this year. Am I right?
No.
Nobody.
No.
Probably not even them, to be honest. I got it right. I mean, I would imagine, and all those guys said, "Look, let's go out there, have some fun." I would imagine. I don't think any one of them said, "Oh, we're going to go to the World Series this year." You know what I mean? I can't see that.
Yeah, but with the Yankee organization, if you don't go to the World Series, it's a failure.
Yeah.
You haven't had a successful season. And the thing about that is they go as far as they did, but yet Joe Girardi out the door. The guy,
Something must have been going on the inside that we don't know
I guess
about.
he didn't really connect that well. You know, they said that inside the clubhouse there was I guess a lack of connection.
There was.
with the
His door was
players.
always shut. They said you were not allowed in his
Right.
office.
He wasn't, I guess, a relational guy, which
Right.
is not like you and I would be. I mean, we would be like probably
chumming
too
it up.
much. Too much. But
Yeah.
he's out the door. So Aaron Boone comes in,
Another Yankee hero.
another Yankee hero, right?
Sure, man.
Was that back in 2004, right? Was it 2004 or 3? 2003 or 2004. Look that up. Aaron Boone's
Yeah, it sounds
home
about
run.
right.
I think
That
it
was at home
2003.
against Boston.
Oh, yeah. I was watching that game, and boom, there it goes.
I left, bro. I was at the Ramada in East Hanover with Joey Zepatelli watching the game, and I was miserable. I said, bro, I'm going home. I ain't staying up to watch this no
Yeah.
more. And then I get home and I turn it on. I'm like, what just happened?
Yep.
Amazing.
Well, you got
Amazing.
Babe Ruth, right? B.
Yep.
Bucky Dent. Boston hates those two guys.
Yes, they do.
Aaron Boone,
Boone.
right? Another B. And what year was it? 2003. It was
Yep.
2003 that
It's
he hit that
awesome.
home run, right? So now Aaron Boone could come back and, and really taunt
So not only is Aaron
those
Boone
Red
come
Sox
back,
fans.
what do we do? We go out and we pick up
Oh,
Giancarlo Stanton.
yeah.
This is insane.
Now, did I tell you
Insane.
about that?
You did.
That Mike Franzise's son,
Mikey Pants.
Mikey Pants, Mikey Jr., they went to high school together, played high school baseball together.
And you said Mike always used to talk
And
about
yeah,
him.
well, yeah, he, Stanton would come to the house and stay at the house.
Right.
So, hey, Mikey Pants, you got to help us out with tickets this year.
Let's go.
Come on. Call up your boy Stanton. Get
Come
us
cross
tickets.
country to the Bronx, and let's have some fun with Mr.
Yeah.
Stanton. That's
So,
going to be awesome to watch.
It's going to be an exciting season. It's going to be fun. I might even have to take a trip down to Florida for spring training. I don't know. That might be fun. Get out of the cold, go down there.
I like it.
Maybe we could do the show down there. So Alice, work that out for us. Make
So
sure
the
we get
Yankees
down to
did
Florida.
something special. They had a good year. The Mets basically were one of the biggest disappointments in baseball. I'm not saying that because I'm a Yankee fan. If you're a Mets fan and you're listening, you know it. I
Yeah.
mean, everybody was expecting a really good year. They just fell flat on their face. Possibly the worst season ever for the New York Giants.
Oh, horrible,
Joe, we're 2-12.
horrible.
Right? Alex, can you look
They
that
lost
up? Are we
today.
2-12 or
Yeah.
are we 2-13 after
2 and
today's loss?
12.
2-12, right?
They were 2-0. Yeah.
And they were up. They were up today. Something like, I don't know, what did they have?
It was 20-7.
20-7.
I
They
think
lost
20-7.
39-24, I think it was.
No, 32-24.
32-24?
Right?
I don't know. I thought I wrote it down. But I'll tell you
maybe
what,
it was
man.
39. I don't know.
No, 34-29.
34-29.
34-29.
All
We're
right.
2-12. We are sitting in the bottom of the NFC East. It's disgusting.
Yeah, but the only good thing now is let them lose.
Oh, dude, give me a good pick.
Don't win another game.
Nope.
Don't let them win another game. Just let the season go.
So what do you think? You think you go after Baker Mayfield? The
Yeah.
kid from Oklahoma?
Yeah.
You think we get him? Like who's? I mean, I don't know. Are we first? How we're not really going to know until the end.
I don't know how. I guess you have to play it all out at the end. We
Right.
gotta see where everybody else.
And from last year, I'm sure there was trades and things that exist for the next trade. You know, the next year. But I would love to. I would
But wouldn't
love
it be
that.
nice? All right, listen. If the Yankees have another run like they did from '96 through
Oh, man.
2002,
Pick
whatever
up
it
another
was,
4 or 5 World
and then
Series.
let the Yankees win a couple more World Series. Let the Giants win a couple of Super Bowls. And that'll be nice. And then
Then I could die a happy man.
yeah, and then forget about the Jets. The Jets, it's
Can you imagine? Like, listen, I got a lot of family and friends that are Jets fans, and guys, Uncle Joe, I want to know, why do you do it? Right, my Uncle Joe Laporta, he's a Jets fan. Why do you do
is
it?
he a Namath fan?
It's I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know, but I mean,
how old is he?
Hey, listen, God bless him.
How old is Uncle Joe?
Probably 60,
Yeah,
right
so
around there.
he's-
I think Uncle Joe might have just turned 60 this year.
Yeah.
But and listen, football guy, played high school football with O.J. Anderson. He was his, I think he was his either left tackle or I forget if he tackle or
Yeah.
guard. Went out and played college football up here in Jersey, and he's a Jets fan. And I just look at it and say, are you just a glutton for punishment? Like, at what
But
point
he's
do you
loyal.
say I get?
He's loyal.
And that's
He's
what I was
loyal.
going to say. At least I commend the loyalty,
Yeah.
but it's gotta hurt, man. Right?
Jets and Mets. It was always the Jets and Mets, Yankees and Giants.
And then, Joe, to that point, what about the Cowboys? Why is there such a large, population of Cowboy fans in Jersey?
People back in the 70s and now into the 90s, the younger kids. Back in the 70s, it was Staubach.
Roger Staubach?
And Tom Landry.
Tom Landry. Nice hat.
Who, by the way, used to coach with the Giants. He started, with the Giants,
Yep.
and then he went to the Cowboys. But it was the
Herschel
Cowboys,
Walker.
it was the cheerleaders, all that stuff. People like the star on the helmet. Come on. If you're not from there, how can you be rooting for that team?
It's
Come
crazy.
On. Support your local team.
Come on,
So for
Chris
me-
Buddha Richardson calling you out, kid. Enough already.
How about our buddy Brian with the Steelers?
He's a Steeler fan
Steeler fan.
Speaking of Steelers,
That was a good game today.
My father
Did you watch
called
the game
me and he
today?
said it was. I did not watch the game today.
Neither did I, but I heard it was really good.
My
Pats
father said it
and
was the best
Steelers.
game he's ever seen.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Could not believe
Yeah.
it. I'm sorry to see
But,
that the Steelers went down.
You around here we have so many teams to select from. So basketball, you got the Knicks and the Nets, right? I was always a Knicks fan.
It's another one.
They're horrible too right now. The Knicks and the Nets, horrible.
You know how hard it is to be a fan of either one of those two teams?
It's crazy.
It is atrocious. I'm sorry.
I
am. It's another one. It's very, very different.
Yeah.
Listen, as a kid, I graduated high school in 92. So during that
I
time.
got married in '92.
You got 7 years on me, kid, right? During that time, the Knicks had a good basketball team, right? We had our Patrick Ewing run, right? Mark Jackson. It was, it was good stuff. But it was also the Jordan era.
Yeah.
And Jordan would destroy the Knicks. And I got to be honest, even though you were a Knicks fan, you couldn't help but love MJ. You had to love him. He was fun to watch. It was like these kids today, watching the Golden State Warriors and Steph Curry. And although I lost a lot of respect for him for not going to the White House, that's an aside.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's ridiculous. But it was the Bulls and the other team that really gave the Knicks a hard time. Pacers.
Indiana Pacers.
Yeah.
Reggie Miller.
I
will never forget that as long as I live. Reggie Miller could have just stepped up and taken a shot. He looked down. He realized he wasn't behind the three-point line. He literally turned around, put his back to the hoop, ran back, spun around from three, drained it. You're like, did that just happen? Yes, that just happened.
Spike Lee jumping and yelling, "What are you doing?" You're getting in the face
Mike,
of...
it's got to be the shoes.
Yeah,
right? Remember that?
Yeah,
I love it,
yeah.
man.
So then in the hockey, forget hockey. I mean, growing up, for me, you had the Rangers and the Islanders. It wasn't until I was in my early teens that's when the Devils came around.
Right.
So,
which is why I was a Devils fan. Think about that. You were early teen. So me, I was like, what, 8, 7?
Yeah, so for you,
we
you
like
still
the
of
Devils.
age. We were already kind of conditioned. So I was all blue with my teams: Yankees, Giants, Knicks, and Rangers.
Nice.
That's how we did it. All blue, baby.
All blue, baby. A little orange
blue.
with the Knicks, but hey.
Oh, they're blue though. Got blue in
They're
there.
blue. They're blue. What else happened this year? A couple cool things happened this year. El Chapo was extradited to the U.S., right?
Yeah.
That's El Chapo? Huh? I know it's Mexico. It's not Colombia, but you know what I mean, Alex? We're talking to the producer right here. You're all the same. You all blend.
Oh, that's funny.
Pretty cool.
Hi, Ma.
We were just kidding, Ma Escobar. SpaceX, really cool program happening this year. So you guys know about that, right? That's Elon Musk. This kid is, I don't even know. I think Elon Musk is my age. He's like 43, 44, I think, right? He's about that age. So that's the kid with Tesla, the cars, and
Have him on as a
SpaceX.
guest. Get him on.
Dude, I would get that kid's mind is ridiculous. So he's got the new roofs coming out. They're all on back order. You can't even get the roofs, but the cost of the roof is almost the same amount of money it's going to cost you to put a regular roof on your house. But your electrical cost inside your home, the roof pays for itself in like 3 years. After that, you're done. all the money back. But he's launching rockets into space. What they do? They launched his first Falcon 9 rocket since there was a vehicle explosion in space in September of 2016. They do that out of Vandenberg Air Force Base in California. But that kid is amazing. So a lot of good stuff to follow, man. Little Ronnie, my son, is a big Elon Musk fan.
Absolutely. So, and so is Joey. Joey loves.
Does Joey like that?
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you, man. Get the two of them together. Maybe they'll follow suit. They'll be working for him soon.
Yeah, and then we could retire.
He's coming out. He's got Tesla came out with a new car this year. It's not in production yet, or at least I don't think it's in production. 0 to 60 in I think 1.9 seconds.
That's sick.
No gas. These are all battery powered vehicles.
Crazy.
Trucks for the big deliveries.
Yeah.
So I believe Amazon. Is it Amazon or FedEx? One of them immediately ordered like 10 of them. God knows how much money those vehicles are. You can't even get. They're like 3 years back order. It's insane. Technology, man.
Well, speaking of Amazon, what's the guy's name? The owner of Amazon. He's now the richest man in the world.
Richest man in the world.
He beat out Bill Gates, who was like the richest guy, like 23 out of the last
20 out of the last 23 years.
Okay, yeah, crazy.
Is that nuts or what, dude? Just can't even fathom that kind of money. So you talk about money like that, and then I think somewhere this year in Africa there was a famine that affected I forget how many millions of people, and there's all this money. It's nuts to me.
How do you say his last name?
Bezos.
Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah. All right, get him on the phone.
Can you imagine?
Get him on the phone. Come on, let's get him on.
I love it. So you talk money like that. So remember Jet.com came out?
Yeah.
Right. And they were like they were marketing like crazy. So fun fact, Jet.com, if I remember correctly, that dude's from Jersey, the guy who started that.
Yeah.
And he started other e-commerce businesses, so this wasn't his first venture. But what he understood was he knew how to get people to come and hit his sites, whatever it was. So we should hire him so he can come and get people on our site. So Jet.com, he had not $1 of profitability. Not $1, and Walmart bought him for $3.4 billion.
So Alex, when is somebody going to buy the Jersey Boys podcast? Come on.
Is that sick or what, dude? That's business in the world today.
$5,000 buy our show.
There you go. So it was
bidding war.
Headquartered in Hoboken, New Jersey, as the producer. You are the best. You know that, bro? This is great. This is like a real show. So headquartered in Hoboken, New Jersey, co-founded by entrepreneur Mark Lohr, along with Mike Hanrahan and Nate Faust. Am I saying it right? Hanrahan.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Raised $820 million. No profitability, sold for $3.4 billion. Intellectual property, man. That's all it was. Sick. God bless him, man. God bless him. I'm sure plenty of other great things happened in 2017, and I know a lot of other bad things happened in 2017. But that's life, right, guys? We got good, we got bad, and it's what we do with it. That's the difference, right? So, life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. So we always try to stay positive here on the Jersey Boys. We hope you guys are too.
Yeah, and we hope that this podcast is 30, 40 minutes, sometimes a little bit longer, but it's entertaining. Hopefully it puts a smile on your face. It makes you think a little bit. It makes you count your blessings as well, right? And that's what we try to do. I mean, the whole idea behind this, just laugh. I mean, we're just three guys here with a producer and IT genius. And we can't figure out Mickey. Mickey, she helps out too. So she's like, when we do the video work, and she does what do you call it? The graphics. She's been, tremendous. I mean, a tremendous help to us. And then we have to recognize our president, right? Amy, Alex's wife.
That's right.
Amy Escobar, who's the president of the
fan
Jersey
club.
Boys, and John Valenti, the vice president.
Johnny
And then we got
VP.
our wives, right? Mary Ann and Lori, who, are a big part of the...
She loves this. I got to tell you something. Lori loves this show because sometimes I'll be getting ready for work in the morning, and she's got it on. I hear her listening to, bro, she's like cackling through the house. She loves it.
Yeah. And then our kids, our kids love it, and they're telling everybody about it, and they're spreading the word on social media and at school, at Liberty.
So the bottom line is just have a good time with it, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that's why, we want to hear from you. email us, call us, let us know, what you think of the show. Tell us some of the topics that you want to have us talk about going into 2018. We already have some things lined up that we know we're going to talk about in 2018. In 2018, we're going to do the pizza tour. We're going to go around and do a couple of different shows on that.
That's going to be at least 4 shows worth, I believe.
Easily.
Right, bro?
Easily.
At least 4.
And then we're going to...
or lots of editing. It'll be like a special 1.5, 2-hour show.
Yeah, we're gonna take it on the road and go to different places.
We're going to do a lot of food this year.
Yeah, we're going to go down to Liberty, go down to the school, down
Absolutely.
to Lynchburg,
Yep.
Virginia.
What about this week? We got something coming up maybe this week,
We're
right,
going to go
Joe?
into the city.
Be in the city, man.
Greatest city in the world, the Big Apple, New York. We're going to be in the city, especially at Christmas time. There's no better time to be in the Big Apple at Christmas time with the tree, Rockefeller Center, Fifth Avenue with all the stores, with all the displays.
Beautiful.
It's magical. And sometimes when you're in the city, if it starts snowing a little bit, you get on a horse, carriage or buggy ride,
Yeah, man.
through Central Park. Or it's just a great time. Get a little hot chocolate, walk around the city.
Hot chocolate.
Yeah, as they say down outside of our area. It's chocolate. That was one of our wows, right?
One of our wows, which brings us to this week's wow. So for this week's wow, we've chosen this word, AGITA. AGITA. Keeping it Italian for this one. And it's perfect. It's apropos for this time of year, right?
You get some of that.
You're going to get some of that.
Some of that.
Eating the way we eat.
Yeah. At least once a week.
For us, yeah. For us keto
And that's another
people.
thing we're going to do a keto special.
Definitely.
Right?
Yeah,
Have
we'll
Kenny
bring on
come
Kenny. Definitely.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people, especially going into the new year, right? It's New Year's resolution. One of the things that people want to do is lose weight after eating so much in 2017,
Right on.
especially around the holidays, that you go into the new year and you're going to want to exercise and eat healthy and different programs out there. So Kenny is going to be one of our guests as well. That's going to be a popular show, I think.
So, Joe, talking about where we're going to be going and doing, just let's remind everybody again. Go to the website, www.thejerseyboys.com. That's DAJerseyboys.com. Check us out. You could also leave us an email. This we really, really love. If you can send us an email, you can leave us a message on our Facebook page. But email is info@thejerseyboys.com. Where are the hot spots that you guys love? Because like Joey said, we're doing the pizza run. I know we're going to do a diner run. I'm sure we're going to do a deli run. We're going to do we're going to do all kinds of things. Send us the hot spots. Whatever you think is the best. Oh, this guy has the best pizza. This is the best diner I've ever eaten in. Send it in so that we can start planning. Because,
Hot dogs.
Oh,
That's
it.
Yeah, Clifton has some of the best hot dogs around,
Yeah,
You got
no
Rutt's
doubt.
Hut, right? Hot Grill.
Absolutely. Is there a Callahan's anywhere anymore? Or are they done?
No, Callahan's is one in Patterson.
Is there?
In Patterson, yeah. And there's
Is
I think
it?
one on 46.
Oh, man.
Right, in Little Falls.
Oh, I
Yeah.
loved
What
Callahan's
is the one right
as a
down the
kid.
street here? The one that's down by my parents.
Jersey.
Oh, Jersey Johnny's.
Yeah.
Jersey Johnny's.
Fallsview.
Yeah, Fallsview Grill,
that was
Jersey
original from
Johnny's. Yeah,
Patterson,
it's another one. Yeah, Patterson.
And then you got to go
one
into
at Fairlawn.
Newark, into Neck. You get the Italian hot dog.
Oh, well, and the other one, West Orange.
Yeah.
West Orange. I forget the name of that guy. That guy. Woo! Phenomenal, bro. See, look, this is beautiful. All right, so keep look at those fingers. So, man, this is turning into a food show, right? Guy Fieri, eat your heart out, bro. We're coming to get you.
Yeah.
Right? So, all kidding aside, send it in. We want to have some fun with it, guys. This concludes episode 12 of The Jersey Boys. I'm Ronnie A.
And I'm Joey the Rash.
I'm out.
Ciao. Love you, Dad.